Hello, everyone. I hope that you are doing well. It's mid-August, and I realize that it's been ages since we've given any kind of family update. So here it is, a big Enos family update. If you recall, back to November of last year, Laura, my wife, and I, along with our 6 beautiful kids, moved from sunny Southern California to Portsmouth in England, where I took on the role as engagement pastor at King's Church. And it's been absolutely amazing being here. Within a few weeks, even days, honestly, we really felt so at home here. We were met with such hospitality from the leadership team at King's Church, and it's been a joy to serve here alongside that team. I have the opportunity as engagement pastor to oversee things like Alpha and newcomers ministries like the welcome team and hospitality team. And also I get to lead a group for 18 to 23-year-olds. And that has been such a joy to see people who have no church background literally just start following Jesus, be baptized, stories of faith and how God is moving in their lives, and to see them faithfully following the way of Jesus is so encouraging. There are some other things I get to be a part of as well, like being a part of the elder team and the teaching team, and it's just brought so much joy to me and my heart, but also for our family as a whole. So in April, May-ish time this year, we were having to pray about some decisions to make, because I initially came on for a year contract at King's, which would be up at the end of October this year. And as Laura and I were praying about this with our children, along with the leadership team at King's, we really sensed that a year was not long enough, that we really feel like we're supposed to be here longer. And so we were able, as a church, to extend my role as engagement pastor up to the end of June 2025. And with that, my role even changed a little bit. So now half of my hours are doing what I've been doing as engagement pastor. But then the other half is being a part of what's called the Hope Team, which includes our food bank at the church. So literally, there are hundreds of people who walk through the doors of the church weekly to receive food and other support from the team there at the church. And these are people who don't attend the church. They're people who are from other countries, different backgrounds, people who are struggling. And my role is to be pastorally present to them and to hear their stories, to listen to their voice, and then to represent their voice to the church and to the broader community here in Portsmouth. And so I've just started that in July, and it's been absolutely amazing. So that's kind of the big update, is that we will be here now at least until the end of June next year, and then we're just prayerfully considering what happens after that. Our 6 children are still being educated at home by Laura and myself when I have the opportunity, and that has been something that has been kind of unwavering in our journey, is that we really sense that to keep our family unit really kind of united together, that we should be educating our kids at home. And that's something that Laura, has desired to be a teacher throughout her life, and has done such an excellent job being present and sacrificing even kind of her own dreams and desires to be fully present for our kids. And so moving to a new country, that's been a real gift to us, that with all of the changes, that's something that's been consistent, is Laura's presence here in the home as I've been going to work and stuff. And so, yeah, we love that. And so I want to give you just kind of 3 quick updates in how you can continue to support us and pray for us on this missionary adventure here to the UK. The first of those things is financially. From the bottom of our hearts, I want to say thank you so much to all of you who have given and continue to give to support this journey. Literally, there's no way that we would have been able to make it even to this point without your monthly recurring support and the generosity that even helped us raise the funds to get out here and all of that. My salary from King's Church covers our rent. So it covers our rent and then about £75 more than rent, which is such a blessing. It's mind-blowing that we get to serve here and be compensated, and that it covers rent. And we are so humbled that that's happening through the generosity of those at King's Church and the team there. Yeah, it's just such a blessing. And then beyond that, just our monthly utilities and needs and all of that, we have monthly recurring support, and it's a good amount, and it's still not quite what we need to survive for the next year or so that we're committing to being here. And so I just want to ask you if you would prayerfully consider supporting our family in this way on this journey. I would love to give you more personal updates of how things are going and stories of faith and how God is moving, not only in our family, but also in the church and the life of King's Church. And if you feel called to help us in that way, you can do that by going to the link in my bio, and just through Squarespace, setting up monthly recurring giving. Giving of any amount is so helpful. We're just so grateful that you have supported us in this way, and would ask that if that's something that is on your heart, that you would consider it. And we're just so grateful for you. The second thing that you could be praying about is actually a personal health update from me. And this is kind of vulnerable and embarrassing, if I'm being honest. And so I love you guys, and I just want to share this with you, as it's kind of an unknown for us a bit moving forward. But a couple of weeks ago, I had a bit of a scary health episode where I was sitting on our couch, and for about 20 minutes while the kids were in bed and Laura and Harper were upstairs, I was just completely paralyzed in all of my limbs, all of my body. I could not speak. The only thing that I could do was move my neck, so I could kind of shake my head no or yes. Harper found me and told Laura, and they called an ambulance and basically tested, my reflexes and muscles and all of that, and was completely unable to move anything. So they brought me to a hospital. I was in the stroke ward for a couple of days, where they ran all sorts of tests and scans and all of that. And everything came back clear, which is great. But I was diagnosed there with something called functional neurological disorder, which basically is the culmination of past trauma, anxiety, depression, and physical stress, exertion. The culmination of these things could kind of lead your brain to sort of misfire and tell your body to not work properly. And that's what happened. And so after a couple of days, I was able to move again and speak again, still struggling with some numbness in the left side of my body. So from my face to my hands and legs, most of the time I can walk okay. Sometimes I struggle. Every couple of days, I'm just absolutely exhausted, and simple things are very overwhelming for me. I've been struggling a lot with brain fog and memory things, and even formulating sentences and stuttering and all kinds of things that are very new for me. And I've been able to join a Facebook group with people who have FND, and it's been really helpful to see that I'm not the only one with some of these symptoms, because some of them are really random. Like, it's painful to swallow, sometimes more than others, and that's difficult. And it's fine, not complaining. It's just kind of an annoying thing that I'm like, why is this happening? And then realizing that that's a common thing that people experience. So I'm not alone in this, but it is kind of an interesting challenge because it is mental health related. So although I don't feel immensely stressed or anxious at the moment, it's kind of, I think, the culmination of big moves and transitions and, loss and past trauma that's kind of unresolved, and a lot of things that I'm just going to have to, with the help of professionals, learn how to continue to deal with these things and manage them. So there's kind of a health update, the second way that you can be praying for us. And I would say that the third way that you could be praying is really just for continued wisdom and direction in our family, that Laura and I, as the leaders of our home, discerning how to be fully present here in Portsmouth, while also just being prayerful and thoughtful for the future of our family and our kids as they grow up, and figuring out with schooling and how long we'll be here. And there are just so many things to consider, while also prayerfully considering, are we still feeling like we're meant to plant a church? And if so, what does that look like? Or are we really kind of just committing to embedding here at King's indefinitely? Like, there are just so many different things to be praying through. And so, we really love you all and are grateful for you. And your prayers and the way that you reach out to us and support us is so beautiful. And I'm sorry, I have not been great at responding to many of you who I love so much. This has just been kind of an interesting past few weeks of learning how to navigate kind of being overwhelmed with really simple situations, speaking with people, and even talking in this way, which is normally very comfortable for me and suddenly is not. So I thank you guys so much for being our family, being our friends, for supporting us on this journey. And look forward to all that God has for our family, for you. Please let us know how we can be praying for you in the season. And just really grateful for you. I hope that you have a great weekend and look forward to speaking with you soon. Love you all.